Let's take a moment to dive deep into a topic that's often overlooked but is absolutely crucial to the success of any organization: strategic staffing. Now, you might be thinking, staffing? Really? Isn't that just about filling positions? Well, let's unpack that. Because when we talk about strategic staffing, we're not just talking about hiring, we're talking about building the very foundation of a company's future. Imagine you're assembling a team for a high-stakes project. You wouldn't just grab anyone off the street, right? You'd want the best of the best, people who not only have the skills, but also align with the vision of what you're trying to achieve. That's the essence of strategic staffing. It's about finding, hiring, training, and retaining the right talent to help an organization reach its goals. It's about making sure you have the most valuable resource, your people, ready to execute the mission at hand. Now, let's break this down a bit. First off, identifying appropriate resources is key. It's not just about filling a job description. It's about understanding what skills are needed and how those skills fit into the bigger picture. Think of it as putting together a puzzle. Each piece has to fit perfectly for the picture to come together. If you're missing a piece, or if a piece is the wrong shape, the entire image is compromised. In the same way, if an organization lacks the right talent, its ability to execute efficiently plummets, which can lead to a decline in business performance. And then there's the control factor. When everyone in an organization is properly trained and equipped for their roles, the entire operation runs smoother. It's like a well-oiled machine. The workflow becomes consistent, and the organization can maintain a level of quality that keeps customers coming back. This is where the magic happens. When everyone knows their role and can execute without constant oversight, that's when productivity soars. Let's talk about performance. The right staffing decisions can dramatically improve an organization's performance. It's all about placing the right individual in the right role. When you do that, you minimize the time it takes to get things done, and you maximize output. It's a win-win situation. The company thrives, and employees feel fulfilled in their roles. They're not just clocking in and out, they're engaged, motivated, and contributing to something bigger than themselves. Speaking of motivation, let's not forget that strategic staffing also involves keeping employees motivated. This can be achieved through various incentives, financial and non-financial. When employees feel valued and see a clear path for advancement, they're more likely to put in the effort needed to help the organization succeed. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels like they matter, where their contributions are recognized, and where they have the opportunity to grow. And here's a big one: decreased production costs. By strategically determining which applicants are best suited for open positions, organizations can increase their income while reducing production costs. It's a balancing act, but when done right, it leads to a healthier bottom line. When you have the right people in place, the need for constant training and recruitment diminishes, saving both time and money. So, what exactly is strategic staffing? At its core, it's a methodical approach to ensuring that your organization has the talent it needs to meet its current and future business goals. It's about aligning the workforce with the overall strategy of the company. This means identifying the skills and knowledge required to achieve those goals, and then going out to find and retain employees who possess those skills. Now, let's look at some models of strategic staffing. One popular approach is the academy strategy. This is where companies hire fresh graduates and invest in their development through specialized training. It's a long-term play, but the payoff can be significant. Employees who grow with the company often become its most loyal advocates. They understand the culture, the mission, and the vision because they've been nurtured within it. Then there's the club strategy, which focuses on social conformity. Here, it's not just about skills, but also about how well an employee fits into the company's internal social structure. This strategy fosters high levels of retention because it creates a sense of belonging. When employees feel like they're part of a club, they're more likely to stick around for the long haul. Next up is the team strategy. This approach emphasizes collaboration and innovation. Companies that adopt this strategy seek out top performers and encourage them to work together to drive results. However, this can be a double-edged sword, as high performers are often in demand elsewhere. Retaining them requires not just competitive pay, but also a culture that values their contributions. Finally, we have the fortress strategy. This is often employed during tough times when companies need to protect their most valuable assets, their top employees. While this strategy can help stabilize a struggling company, it can also create a culture of insecurity. It's a delicate balance, and companies must tread carefully to avoid alienating their workforce. The purpose of strategic staffing is clear. It's about aligning the workforce with the organization's goals. It's about understanding what skills are necessary to achieve success and ensuring that the right people are in the right roles at the right time. This alignment can lead to improved productivity, increased efficiency, and ultimately, greater profitability. But let's not forget the importance of creating a positive work environment. When employees feel supported and valued, they're more likely to stay with the company. This not only saves money on recruitment and training, but also fosters a culture of loyalty and commitment. Happy employees lead to happy customers, and that's a recipe for success. Now, how can organizations ensure that they're effectively staffing their teams? It starts with a robust strategic staffing process. This involves workforce planning, which helps organizations determine their current and future staffing needs. It's about analyzing the workload, forecasting future demands, and identifying gaps in skills. One key aspect of this process is short-term staffing analysis. This looks at the immediate needs of the organization, typically covering a time frame of 6 to 12 months. It helps companies prepare for upcoming projects or changes in operations. By assessing these needs, organizations can make informed decisions about whether to hire more staff, adjust schedules, or find alternative solutions. Defining staffing requirements is another critical step. This means understanding how many and what types of employees are needed to meet the organization's goals. It involves conducting workload and skills analyses to pinpoint exactly what's required. Once an organization knows what it needs, it can develop a targeted recruitment strategy. Looking ahead, organizations must also consider their future staffing needs. Factors like industry trends, technological advancements, and demographic shifts can all impact the types of skills required. Regularly assessing staffing needs and adapting to these changes is essential for long-term success. Improving effectiveness within an organization requires clear communication of goals and expectations. Employees need to understand not just what they're doing, but why it matters. Encouraging open dialogue fosters a culture of continuous improvement, where everyone feels empowered to contribute ideas and feedback. Investing in employee development is another vital component. Training programs and professional development opportunities ensure that employees have the skills they need to excel in their roles. When employees feel like their growth is prioritized, they're more likely to be engaged and committed. Finally, organizations must embrace technology to streamline processes and improve efficiency. Automation can handle repetitive tasks, freeing up employees to focus on more strategic initiatives. This not only boosts productivity, but also enhances job satisfaction. So, what's the takeaway here? Strategic staffing is not just a function of HR, it's a critical driver of organizational success. The right employees can elevate a company, while the wrong ones can lead to chaos. By taking a strategic approach to staffing, one that prioritizes alignment, development, and a positive work environment, organizations can position themselves for success in a competitive landscape. In conclusion, remember that employees truly make or break a company's success. By focusing on strategic staffing, organizations can ensure they have the right talent in place to achieve their goals and thrive in an ever-changing business environment. It's not just about filling positions, it's about building a team that can navigate challenges, innovate solutions, and drive the organization forward. So, let's embrace strategic staffing as a fundamental pillar of business success and watch our organizations flourish.